there, and welcome to the Animag podcast.
Hey, and what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Animag, the #1 podcast. Thanks to old Yazay carrying the weight on his back, baby. I'm your host, Asylum, sitting here with
Thomacus, and you know what time it is for the next podcast. Rent a Girlfriend, baby.
Rent a Girlfriend is the season we are sliding into next, season 2, and I couldn't be any happier. We finished Orange, boys and girls.
Yes.
And you know what? The tally's in. We got an official Animag rating for you for Orange, Season 1. And honestly, I thought it was going to be lower.
Oh.
I really did. I thought it was going to come in around the 4. And for a while, because I was tallying up our scores as we went, for a while, it really did linger at a low 6.
Ooh.
Drum roll, please. The final score brought to you by yours truly, Animag.org. Orange, Season 1 comes in at a 7. And a lot of that is definitely because of Thomacus. He rates pretty high.
Well, like, reading the manga, I think, was what helped.
That's why I didn't give you a lot of shit on your high ratings. I think it's because you had a higher perception of understanding it than I did, because I didn't read the manga. So there were a lot of things where I was kind of like, I don't know. But overall, it's not terrible. The show, I'll say it this way. The first half of the show, very slow. And I thought there were times in that first, 1 through 5, I thought that we weren't going to finish this and just delete all the episodes we did.
It had a way to, like, drag you to the next episode.
That's the thing. It's like, it did. But I want the entire episode to drag me into the next episode, not just the last 5 minutes of it, because that's what it did. It's very famous for doing that. The last 5 minutes of the episode, something major happens and you're like, whoa, I gotta see the next episode.
Definitely wasn't like Matsumune-kun's Revenge.
Oh, God.
It's like, oh, God.
And I mean, like, the message and everything was kind of sweet for this, you know? Their friend wanted to commit suicide and they wanted to save him. I think that that's a topic that a lot of people and fucking creators of art and stuff are scared to tackle, and Orange took it head on, and they did an okay job. Now, here's the thing. Will I watch it again? Probably not. I'll probably never watch the show again.
I think it was like a one-time show.
It's good. Yeah, it's good to have it under my belt. So that way, because here's the thing. We went to Acon and we were talking to a couple of people about, oh, hey, we do podcasts. We're currently reviewing season 1 of Orange. And pretty much everyone that we told had the same reaction. Like, whoa, not enough people talk about that show. So
yeah, I was talking to a friend and she did say that she read the manga. I told her that there was an anime. She was probably like, I'm going to just lean more to the manga. But she did say that, like, for the final exams, she stayed up late reading the manga. She did pass her exams, though.
Okay. I don't get sucked into reading manga like that. I'll read 1 or 2 chapters, and then I'm like, I gotta put it down. My eyes are burning. Time to go to sleep. Well, if it's a digital manga. If it's a physical manga, I will read the whole thing in one sitting.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I'm kind of the same way with actual books, too. Like, if I have a physical thing in my hand, I'm just gonna hammer.
Yeah, if I have the physical thing, I have to finish the book. I cannot put it down. Because digital, you could just go to the next book.
Yeah, you can just stop wherever. And I don't know, just reading it off a screen just starts burning your eyes. And it's like, for Orange, I am curious about the manga, but I don't think I'm gonna find myself reading it. I think what I saw from the show was enough for me to say, okay, cool. It's a 7. I can live with that. And also in the process of this was the first time we used the new podcasting format where we do each episode on its own, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, it gives us more time in case we get sick.
It's not just that. It's like, if we would have just took the entire season 1 to do one podcast, like, what do we think of the whole season as a whole? There's a lot that might have gotten skipped or looked over, and a lot of times we caught ourselves doing this thing where in our heads before going into the podcast, we would have a certain rating, but then being able to sit and discuss the entire episode, kind of like note for note, it would alter what we thought it was rated. Sometimes it would bump the rating up, and I like that.
Yes, I did like that because, like, for one of the episodes, you was like, oh, I'm gonna rate it this, and as we started talking, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna change it.
Yeah, that was when we discovered the old reverse psychology trick that Suwa was pulling on Kakeru.
But we all know that ain't gonna happen for a girlfriend for your boy. It's Asylum.
Every episode, 10 out of 10.
Unless freaking Tree messes up another final moment.
What are you talking about? Tree?
Yeah. That's the main guy from
Oh, we're just calling him Tree?
Yeah, we call him Tree.
Oh my god. I had season 1 on the other night just trying to prepare myself for it.
Dude, I like how we remember the girls' names, but we do not remember this guy's name.
I cannot remember it to save my life, dude. So let's do character rankings for Orange.
Alright.
So main character, Kakeru. What we thinking? Out of 10.
You want to do out of 10?
Yeah, because that's what our site just deals with, like 1 through 10 ratings.
Kakeru? I would probably give him... It's kind of hard.
He's a weird character. I started off liking him and feeling sorry for his ass, but towards the end, I don't like him no more. He's bipolar. He's got issues that he needs to work on.
I would definitely say Kakeru would probably have to be... It's in between a 6 and a 7.
Pooh! I give this man a 4.
A 4?
I don't like Kakeru, especially towards the back end of the show. He just became too whiny, everyone's out to get me. Like, go work on your own issues, my dude. I understand that there's big shit happening in your life, but goddamn. Okay, so what about his lady, Naho?
Oh, I thought you were about to say Ueda. I was about to say that bitch.
No, we could do Wada real quick. A 2.
Ueda, -10.
Actually, no, I'm gonna give Wada a 0 because honestly, she didn't even need to be in the show. The show could have existed without her.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a 0 as well. Because, like, every time you seen this bitch, it was like, oh, here she comes again.
She honestly brought nothing to the show.
When she would pop up, I literally would want to take off my headphones and just fucking walk away.
Yeah, she gets a 0.
Yeah,
Naho.
0.
Naho's a big player.
Naho... I don't know.
I'm gonna give her a 6.
6?
Yeah, because, like, she wasn't a bad character, but also her indecisiveness and just, like, her coyness to never fully step up to the fucking plate when she knew she had to. You know, because she failed the letter how many times in this show?
3?
3 times, dude. And you know, if you're Naho, you know what's at stake, what your main goal at the end of all this is. You know what you're shooting for, and you're gonna fail the letter knowing that this kid might kill himself. And that falls in your hands. So because of that shyness and whatnot, she gets a 6 in my book.
For me, I would have to put her at a 5.
Okay.
The reason why is because you thought, oh, since she has this letter, her character would change. Well, she did sometimes, but I feel like she was still that shy person. We did see her change at the end a little bit, but like,
I mean, it was
kind of too late.
At the very last episode, she finally stepped up to the plate. But yeah, it was way too late.
Suwa had to like lift it up.
Yeah, Suwa, when he came in with his letter, he put the whole load of the show on his back in terms of what he was doing for the letter and to try and help save Kakeru. He did a lot more than Naho did. And for that, I'm going to give Suwa a 7.
I'll probably give Suwa an 8 just because it was going to be a 7, but the whole reverse psychology thing.
True.
The whole idea that we had. I actually like that.
True.
Alright. So let's do Chino.
Who?
Takako.
Okay, Takako. Oh, sadly for Takako, I'm gonna give her a 4 because the show could have existed without her. Also,
yeah, she barely did anything.
She barely did anything.
She did stand up for Naho against the bitch.
That's true, but also that one thing, like, is that enough?
I know.
Here's the thing.
I just feel like they should have her like put more into her character.
Yeah, let her do
Let
her do a few more things, or just not have her at all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with a 4.
Okay.
Azusa.
Yeah, she's pretty funny, and at times, like, I don't know, she had her moments, man.
Yeah, I actually love this character. She was funny, especially with her and Hagita together.
Yeah, when the shipping kind of started happening with her and Hagita, like, that's when I realized I liked her a lot. I'll give her a 7.
So for me, she's gonna have an 8.
Okay.
And our best for last.
Save the man for the job for last, baby.
Naku Hagita.
I shouldn't even have to say this. It's a 10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10.
And
at the beginning,
I was like, he's kind of stuck up. He doesn't say much. He has one-liners, but man, this guy,
the middle to the end.
Yeah, he came through.
Oh my god. Kind of reminds me of one character from Nisekoi. I forgot his name, but he definitely wears glasses. He's like my favorite character on Nisekoi. He's basically a 10 out of 10. He's my Hageda of Nisekoi.
And here's the thing that I loved about Hageda, right? Beginning of the show, he was like quiet. He had one-liners. That didn't change on the back end of the show. He still had just one-liners and was like kind of smart-assy, but the way they did it was so big with character progression that it's hard to explain, but you really do fall in love with his character. And we said it in the show. Would love to see some spin-off shows with him and Azu.
And I also got to give my boy a salute for saving Kakeru. We all
That's
know
true.
He was the main reason.
Suwa did a lot, but Hageda, if you wouldn't have beat the fuck out of his bike... I love how, like, he mentioned it. Like, we could just bust up his bike, and Sue was like, nah, that's a bit excessive. And then behind everyone's back, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm still gonna go do it. What a character, man. And also, it technically was him who brought up the whole black hole send the letters back in time thing.
Yes.
So it really was Hageda. He was the fucking hero. My God, I didn't even think about that till now. That is a 10 out of 10 character.
Hageda, I officially announced you as an Animag Hall of Famer.
Ooh! We got our first Hall of Famer, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even know that was going to be a thing this episode.
Come on, man. We have to.
Whoa. Should we make a page on the website now? The Animag Hall of Fame?
Yes.
We're doing it.
Hall of Famers.
Hall
Should we
of
do like
Famers.
only one character though? Or like if it's a tie?
I'd say we try to make it one character per show, per season. But if it's a tie, then we got to try to find a way to break it. This one is a no questions asked Hageda. It's not going to be Kakeru's mom, obviously. Party pooper.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention on the last podcast, you notice how Kakeru puts a picture of him and his mom? I wonder if that's a reference to his future self, like his dead future self. Like he put up that picture.
Maybe. You talking about it in the time capsule at the end?
No, like, you know where he prayed and he looked at a picture of his mom and him? I wonder if he put that to also pray for his future self.
I don't know. Maybe. You talking about the picture where he was a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, and what time capsule were they putting it in? Was this at the end of the show?
His grandma's place. It was at his
Oh, yeah, it was
place.
in like a box.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he was. I think he was just looking at a picture of him and his mom.
That's how I looked at it.
I think you might be looking too deep into that one.
Come on, man.
I don't know. It could be.
But anyway, Hageda.
Our Hall of Famer, our little star.
And we only do Hall of Famers unless the show has ended.
Yeah. So Orange, we don't even have to discuss if we would put someone from Rent a Girlfriend in because it's going to be Chizuru.
Oh God.
No, I would play it fair because we never know what's going to happen in season 2. That's the thing.
That's true.
Based off of season 1, I would put Chizuru. I mean, just think about it. I'm just kind of happy to be done with Orange. I'm not going to lie. It was just like
bad.
It's not bad, but on the back end of it, like you guys just hear it when we release it. And it's like, cool. Every week we get an episode. During Con week, we had 2 drops and a vlog. What you don't fucking get is me trying to edit the fucking 2 podcasts and the vlogs in 1 week. So like there were moments where it got kind of stressful. It's going to be nice to just go back to Rent a Girlfriend where we can only watch one at a time.
Yeah, and then for me, I have to fucking drop it like flies.
Oh God, yeah, now because we're backed up a little bit.
Well, if you haven't heard, my first computer had hit the blue screen of death, and thank God it never happened while we were talking.
Yeah, it never happened while we were doing recordings, man. That's crazy.
It's a sign.
It is a sign. This podcast was meant to be.
It's Animag. I'm gonna let it slide. But then, like, after we ended the call, blue screen of death.
That's so crazy. Also, we didn't mention it in the season finale, but head on over to altisubs.com and use code Animag at checkout for 10% off your entire order so your body doesn't start giving you the old blue screen of death. Keep you nice and hydrated.
Hageda ran like crazy for nothing?
No, he had Alti, man. I saw him drinking it.
That's why he's in the Hall of Famer.
Woo!
Hall of Fame for Animag.
I can't believe we have a Animag Hall of Fame. I love it.
So if you want to be in the Hall of Fame of Animag, get you some Alti.
Get you some ulti.
And be like Hageda.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That ulti kept me going through the Akon convention.
I ain't gonna lie. It kept me going.
On that Saturday, because like Yazay's ass by lunch was dragging, bro. You could tell he just was barely talking. He was just like, okay. And we were fucking fully pumped and still going, bro. I don't know. How's that sword treating you? If you haven't already, go watch our vlog on the post Akon Convention 2022 on the site. We do have a vlog. We're going to be re-releasing that vlog with better music selections, but you'll get to see old Thomacus spend a lot of money on a sword.
And I think that's going to be the last time I spend money on a sword.
You think? Think that's your last sword ever?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Bro, you're a sword collector, though. You're telling me we go to another convention somewhere and you see another, like, gorgeous sword. You're not going to think about buying it?
A body pillow, I would.
No more body pillows.
Now.
You got too many.
It's a tradition now. It's a tradition. Every con, we got to get a body pillow.
Bro, they're nice. I don't have the room for that many body pillows.
Make room.
Hey, here's the thing about the Akon Dallas, Texas body pillows. They saved our lives because of those nasty beds.
Oh, yeah, and especially since Nick Tats freaking took all the pillows. And then the second night, I see this guy on my body pillows like... What the fuck?
Yeah, but y'all bed was fucking clean. Ours had roaches in it, cum spots in it. Like, fuck.
The king just says, fuck it. I'm sleeping. I need my beauty sleep.
If you're confused as to what we're talking about, like I said, go watch our vlog. It's on the website. It's also on YouTube if you find our Animag YouTube channel. And we do have, currently, we have an Animag TikTok that I started putting a few things on. And we do have an Animag Instagram. So we're trying to get everything moving. But obviously the number one source to consume all Animag content is gonna be the website.
Yeah, I just can't believe I slept through like partial of the freaking first day.
Oh yeah, this dude died when we got back to the hotel. Literally fucking just passed out.
Did not wake up until the second day.
That's basically it. We just had to give the character ratings and just, I mean, is there anything in particular that you didn't like about this show?
What I didn't? Oh my god. Oh yeah, there is one.
Okay.
The bitch.
The bitch. I mean, not character-wise. Like, is there anything story-wise or maybe, like, animation-wise that you didn't like?
The animation was alright. Like, I could understand if the animation was, like, not top tier because you're working with a budget.
Well, I thought it was good. I thought this was a...
For people that say, oh... that animation was shitty and all that. Usually what I tell people is like, can you do that? Can you animate stuff? Can you do that? That's the same with Yaze. Yaze goes, yeah, I can. I was like, then show me, bitch.
Yaze likes Dragon Ball Z, and that's the shittiest animation of all times.
I would watch Dragon Ball Z.
It's ugly, dude. It's gross looking.
But like,
and you're telling me
your first anime. And I think
it wasn't my first anime.
It was mine. Well, actually, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was.
Okay. Mine was
because
Howl's Moving
Dragon
Castle.
Dragon Ball was after.
And we don't want to get in to what Yaze said about Howl's Moving Castle because you guys will not be happy.
You know what, guys? Roast
them down in the comments
right
below.
now. He said
you
that
tell him.
Howl's Moving Castle is slow and shitty.
He said all Studio Ghibli movies suck, basically.
I told my friend this. She looked at me with disappointment in her eyes and said, yeah, you need to get rid of him.
Yeah. Like, bro, because, those are classics.
You try to introduce him to an anime and he's like, oh, but can he be Goku? Can he be Goku? I would literally say, well, that time I got reincarnated as slime, I would say, hey, watch this. He'd be like, can he beat Goku? I was like, yeah, she could beat Goku.
I think he did that to me one time, too. And it's like, bro, Goku's only invincible when he's stressed. So, like, if he doesn't happen to get stressed in the fight, like, anyone can beat his ass, quite honestly. He has to be highly stressed to become invincible.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, whatever. That's his thing. he can like it. I don't have to like it, but don't fucking say Howl's Moving Castle sucked, because it didn't. He said it was slow. And it's like, bro, you're not paying attention. That's the problem.
He wasn't. He was on his phone.
But
I was like,
I don't know. Back to Orange.
Dragon Ball Z fans. Dragon Ball's fucking Z fans.
Exactly. The only thing I'll really complain about for Orange for me was just the lack of explaining things in the show. I know that they might have explained it better in the manga, but like the black hole stuff, and there's just a few areas in the story that they could have spent a little more time focusing on. And then the fact that like when it does transition from future to present, sometimes it was a little hard to distinguish what was what.
Yeah.
And that was kind of frustrating for this show. You end up hearing that a little bit in our second to last episode, where we were trying to decide what was a future scene and what wasn't, because that second to last episode had a lot of back and forth. That will also kind of go into another complaint that I honestly have, is like the first 5 episodes of the show were honestly kind of useless. It didn't really start progressing until the back 6 or 7.
But I give episode 1 through 5 its glory because it actually made you want to watch it.
It did, but again, like we said, like not the whole episode made me want to keep going. The last maybe 5 minutes of each episode did just the bare minimum to bring me in so I could say, okay, I'll keep going. Yeah. I wish that the whole episode would have felt like that, rather than just obviously them trying to throw something in at the very end to try to get you over that hump for the next episode. Because once we got to the back end of the shows, like each episode just had enough in it from start to finish where I'm like, whoa, or maybe not start to finish, but halfway to finish. Like once they got to the rally race area.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Well, whenever they say that they all got letters from the future, I think that's where it got interesting.
Yeah, I like earlier on in the episode, but again, for that part, like it just, the letter situation was kind of interesting with Naho, but for me, that didn't pick up until we learned that Sua had a letter. That's where I was like, whoa, and that's when each episode slowly kind of started moving a little more for me, and I'm like, okay. And then we learned that everyone had
Hagida.
one.
You wanted more Hagida.
I still want more Hagida, man.
I do.
All I gotta say is hopefully this man gets his date with Azu, because that was the stipulations for the race, and hopefully he gets his bread.
Yes.
So honestly, that's about all we can say. If you missed any of it, you can always go back through our catalog and listen to whatever episode you may want to hear us discuss and talk about. That's Orange, ladies and gentlemen. We're done. That's a wrap. Comes out with a 7, a big 7, and I didn't expect it. I really didn't, but the numbers, hear that? The numbers don't lie.
And of course, our first introduction.
And our first Hall of Famer introduction, Hagida.
Definitely earns that spot.
He breaks bikes and he also breaks hearts, baby. So that'll pretty much wrap it up, guys. The next time you hear us on a season, it's gonna be Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 2, baby.
Yep.
And
episode
1. I'm so fucking excited. Even though it's probably gonna be a recap episode, but I'm so fucking excited. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy and so long, everybody.
Sayonara.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to visit our website at www.animag.org. See you next time.